If anger is what motivates you towards your 10 of Pentacles, let it. Star Child, what they're telling me is that for some of you, you're enjoying using this anger as fuel. Use it. There's no such thing as good and bad emotions. Anger is opening up your gifts of communication. Imagine that. Bet you've been told most of your life that's not a way to your intuitive gifts. But that's what they're showing me here with this Ace of Cups. The Death card appeared twice. Now, you have free will. You can go back and be a vulture, picking off the dead meat in the grave, or you can take the fire and head towards your 10 of Pentacles. You have all of these really cool feminine energy ancestors hanging out that apparently like to listen to the Grateful Dead, giving you that sweet love, that sugar magnolia. What's up, Star Child? The band and I are here for your download. The balancing of the head and heart. They're both fighting for attention in this waxing gibbous moon in Libra. So we're going to go to the Voice of the Souls Oracle, get a read on that. What's going on? What's going on? They're telling me it's time to do something counterintuitive. What will feel counterintuitive? Moonlight Drive. Maybe Moonlight Drive. We get some paints out. Get creative. Looking at secrets and regrets. Somebody's concerned about some karma here. Tell me more. Karmic relationship. Okay. Okay. Soon. Guide. Okay. Your guides are here for a message, Star Child, about a karmic relationship that's full of secrets and someone is in regret. Okay, well, this is the season of karmic clearing, so it kind of does not surprise me that this is coming out. We're going to clarify with the Grateful Dead deck to start off with. Where do you want to go first, band? Let's go to your guides first. Symbol of fire on the brow of the panther. What do your guides have to say? The Mother. The 7 of Roses. The 5 of Bears and the 8 of Roses. That your guides are here to support you, Star Child. With the Mother, the Empress card. You have many female spirits around you, feminine energy spirits that helped guide you, it looks like, out of some illusions here. Someone was caught up in illusions, but with the 8 of Roses, you walked away, able to rest for a moment. They want you to know that you can rest in this battle of your head and heart, as they're here to guide and protect. What more do the ancestors, the mothers want us to know? 6 of Roses, Ace of Roses, Queen of Roses, ooh, 7 of Bolts. They are working OT right now, Star Child. You have guides. You have feminine guides and ancestors around you that are working overtime right now to guard your heart. With this 7 of Bolts card, confirmation from Sky Witch, they're hanging out. They're trying to hand you this cup of living water, Star Child. They want to refill your cup. You're showing up as the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Roses, along with this Mother card of the guides. You're intuitive. These emotions may be causing you to block out this spirit energy that's happening around you right now. The emotions have you up in your head, okay? But they're creating that energetic force field here until this season passes, which is going to pass soon, which is the next card we're going to look at. Tell me about this soon card, because there's karmic clearing going on. Yeah, the doorway. The doorway, star child. You're headed through a doorway. There's a season closing here. Three of Roses, Three of Cups. Into celebration. There's going to be a complete shift in the psyche with the Queen of Bears. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This feels like that cord cutting energy again. Or someone burning off the last of that emotional energy right now. But here's the thing, soon is this Queen of Bears energy. You know, something I really love about this Grateful Dead deck is the bears, the dancing bears, if you're familiar with Grateful Dead, represent the pentacles. The earthly things, the things in the 3D that we manifest. And the fact that it's represented by the dancing bears is a telltale to not take the world so seriously, Star Child, as most of it's an illusion. You're going into a doorway of celebration and into a space of groundedness. Your guides are protecting you to usher you into this new season. All right, let's dive into this karmic relationship card. Tell me about this karmic relationship. Eight of Skulls, the Eight of Swords, Three of Bolts, Four of Roses, Four of Bears. If you have recently sealed a cord, but you're having thoughts about this person you sealed a cord with, what they're showing me here with the Three of Wands is know that that's normal. That skull is screaming out these bolts, okay? There is energetic projection coming towards you, but you can quickly change the frequency. That's why they're giving me that message about doing something counterintuitive. If these thoughts come up, don't go to the head or the heart. Go do something counterintuitive. Go do something that feels non-productive, that feels like you shouldn't be doing at that moment. Because then that's where the answers come in, Star Child. And it's also how we shift the frequency. You can shift the frequency with music too to get into this Four of Bears. This feeling of groundedness. And the Four of Cups, because there's something that you're not seeing. You're seeking an answer. You're seeking an answer that you're not seeing. But if you do something counterintuitive, it's going to trip your intuition. And what they're telling me, then this will be completely sealed for you once this secret is revealed. This feels very similar to the energy from the other day. I understand why, because of the season that we're in and the karmic clearings that are happening. And I also understand why, because if you watch the reading that was up on Tuesday, that was a hell of a cord, okay? They're telling me some of you have, since watching that reading, have sealed that cord. So this is some residual effects. But because you chose to seal that cord and do everything to emotionally detach, that's why I see all this feminine spirit energy around you, guarding your heart. With a wrench in hand, ready to smack down any of this energy projection coming towards you. I like that. I like that they pointed that out. What you're not seeing is someone's in regret and someone has secrets. Tell me about this regret. Two of Cups. Six of Skulls. Someone is in regret that they did not give more to you. Have a feeling that it is too late at this time. Tell me more about these regrets of this energy coming through. King of Swords. This is a King of Swords energy. Nine of Roses. Four of Skulls. This karmic person, this karmic relationship, in hindsight, is realizing that they experienced joy with you. Of course they did. Your energy showing up with you and your ancestors is the Queen of Cups and the Empress. And also they felt grounded around you. They felt like they could be themselves around you. They're seeing this in hindsight though, because what they're pointing out to me is this King of Swords has a shovel in his hand. He's digging his own grave. He's digging his own karma. Dug his own hole of karma. This contract's closed. What are the secrets of this King of Swords? Wow, you must have done something energetically, Star Child, for them to be coming back to this energy and spilling the tea on this King of Swords. What secrets does this King of Swords have? King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Wow. This person had a lot of other priorities. This person is very engulfed in the 3D world and materialism. Ten of Cups in reverse. Nine of Bears in reverse. This person has spent their entire life foregoing all emotional fulfillment with the Ten of Roses in reverse. And the Nine of Bears in reverse. This is like the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. In order to wear this identity of the world, to the world, of riches, of importance. This human believes that they're a wizard of the Matrix. Quite the opposite. What other tea are you wanting to spill on this King of Swords? Four of Bolts in reverse. Ten of Skulls in reverse. Ten of Wands in the upright. That they're full of burdens right now. That their whole Ten of Pentacles, what they believe that they were building, what they believe that they were mastering in the physical, is in the reverse. That they did not reach the goal, they did not step through the portal with the Four of Bolts in reverse. And they're heavily burdened, the Ten of Wands in reverse. Walking towards the pyramids, wanting to go back, back, back. But I think this contract is closed. Tell me if this contract's closed. Yeah, the river, the sunflower, which is the truth, okay? The truth is this contract is headed down the river. This contract, they're just pointing out this card on the top of the deck, abundance, okay, and you. There's a karmic clearing happening. These two energies are headed in two completely different directions. So, enough about them. Let's talk about you, Star Child, because you know that's what I come here to do. What's going on with you? What's going on? The holy fire. That's right. The Lovers. The Seven of Bears. I love it. And the Ten of Bears. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, Star Child. You're headed into a Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Bears, you're being asked to plant new seeds. You're going to be given the fire, the justice. This is the justice card. And the justice card in this deck is about the internal fire, being given the fire back. You're going to be given the fire of a dragon, to work on this Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about this Lover's card. The Queen of Skulls. The Knight of Bears. And the Eight of Wands. Okay, I like that. You're in your Queen of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords is holding a ball of fire in her hand in this deck, okay? She has that holy fire, Star Child, to work towards that Ten of Pentacles. There's a messenger coming. A Knight of Pentacles. A Knight of Pentacles. Someone steady, someone slow moving. Someone they're pointing out on this card, there's like an eyeball in the sky that this Knight of Pentacles is paying attention to. This is someone who is intuitive. This is someone who moves in divine timing. And they're coming with a message. A spicy message. There's a cougar on this Eight of Wands. Tell me about this message. That they've been in Hangman, waiting on a higher perspective. King of Cups. This person is balanced. This person is healed. And the Hero. And the Hero, the Emperor. This person has a lot of ancient knowledge. The wisdom of the serpent. This Knight of Cups is calling in their community. They're pointing out the hive on this card to me. They're calling in their community. Some divine timing in you meeting this King of Cups as they're calling in their community. So this is where the karmic clearing is happening. The ball's in motion, Star Child. So keep doing what you're doing. If there are times where you feel in your head or over emotional in your heart about the ties that you severed with this karmic contract, just shift the frequency. Do something that feels counterintuitive. When we cut cords, there's a grieving process. There's a grieving process that has to be honored. But we can't wallow in it because we have to separate. We have to disconnect from that emotional attachment. And this just feels like the remnants of that energy from the other day. I was not expecting this to come out today, but clearly it needs to. Okay, clearly someone has done the work over the past couple of days. And so this is in motion. The karmic clearing is in motion. That's why there's a King of Cups moving in your direction. That's why we see the Hero card and this community and messages. What more? What more does Star Child need to know about this situation? Let's talk more about the future outcome of this work. There was a lot of past life energy around this on Tuesday. So this was a big one. And something that was suffocating the sacral energy. In order to start feeling that sacral energy again, doing things that are counterintuitive and creative are important. Someone's working out anger right now. The card of anger, sacred fire. That's part of the sacred fire that you've been handed, is to transmute this anger, Star Child. You know, language is so, I say this all the time, but language is so limiting, okay? Everything's creative. I've been an artist my whole life, and a tortured one at that, a tortured soul at that, about my creativity, about the things that I create, until I allowed myself just to realize that everything is creation. Everything is creative. Life is creative. You're a creator that's creating the vision in every way, in every meal that you cook, in every piece of music that you put on, in everything that you draw, in every step that you take. It's living your life as the masterpiece. So we're going to talk about working out this anger through doing counterintuitive things. It's another message coming through from your spirit guide. Two messages coming through your spirit guides. One is a karmic message. They want to talk about this karmic clearing and where the karmic wheel is going. But let's talk about working out this anger first. All of the wonderful things you can create with that sacred, righteous anger. What sweet music it makes, Star Child. Tell me about this anger. What's happening with this anger? 7 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. That is how you use that holy fire, Star Child. That's what I'm talking about. If anger is what motivates you towards your 10 of Pentacles, let it. Okay, Star Child? The Wheel of Fortune is in the upright right now. You're making progress here. The Knight of Pentacles, what they're telling me is that for some of you, you're enjoying using this anger as fuel. Use it. Use it. There's no such thing as good and bad emotions. We shouldn't even label emotions anyways. Again, language is limiting. But you're using this anger to fuel you to the 10 of Pentacles. Now, this is the second time that we've seen the 10 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Of course, there's a lot of karma. We're talking about a lot of karma and karmic clearings here. What's this message about the Wheel of Fortune? Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, Page of Swords, Star Child. Look at that. Look at that, Star Child. Sacred. Anger is sacred. Anger is opening up your gifts of communication. Imagine that. Bet you've been told most of your life that that's not a way to your intuitive gifts. But that's what they're showing me here with this Ace of Cups. 2 of Cups, part of this karmic clearing, part of the wheel turning is this new soul recognition. This new soul recognition. This karmic relationship was not a soul recognition. It was created by some kind of illusions in the 3D world. It was not an actual 2 of Cups situation. We didn't see a 2 of Cups when it came to that King of Swords. 2 of Cups is recognizing the soul in someone else. It has nothing to do with what's happening with them in the 3-dimensional world. Okay, so this is deeper relationships. Deeper relationships, opening of gifts of communication. It's also a radical heart opening that's happening by you using this anger as fuel. I like that. I like that. They're talking to me about music too. Frequency to assist in this heart opening. I recently had a really radical experience with a heart opening at a concert. I had never experienced something like this before. And I can't even tell you how many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of concerts I've been to. And I had even seen this artist before. But it was quite profound. It was actually quite profound. Thanks, Jack White. So, yeah, this is all good, Star Child. This is what's coming. This is what's coming in the karmic clearing, okay? You have lots of protection helping you ride out the last of these emotions. Let's look at this karmic message. Let's see what more they want to tell us about this karmic clearing and exchange happening right now. 10 of Wands to the 6 of Wands, okay, to the 5 of Cups. This burden you're going to feel is going to be dropped very quickly, Star Child. Going from the 10 of Wands to the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is the card of victory. Why this 5 of Cups? The Hierophant. The Knight of Cups. This 5 of Cups is connected to this King of Swords. It's the karmic message of this King of Swords over here that we saw, okay? Wanting to come towards you with a cup, but cannot. With the Hierophant card. Of course, they're in deep regret about that, but tell me more about this Hierophant. There's just a lot of guides protecting you right now, which, okay, someone can't not come towards you in the sense of having your ancestors and guides come in for protection, unless that is what you requested. And somebody requested that. And so that's why the Hierophant energy here is stonewalling this card from coming back in. And I'm looking at 5, 5, 5. Okay, they're rooting for the change because you accepted the victory. You accepted the victory and you're working out the lasting anger. Tell me more about this Hierophant card. Oh, the Death card. The Fool card. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to keep you in this Fool energy, this sacred fire energy, this creative energy, this footloose and fancy free, ready to go into the transition of the new with the Death card. This is the transition. The end is here. They're putting you on fire right now for the beginning, Star Child. I dig that. Tell me more about this Death energy. Couldn't be happier to see that card. Tell me more about this. Yeah, Page of Wands. Go your own way, baby. The Fleetwood Mac card, all right? Your battle cry. Look at that. The battle cry to close a cycle. That crow is giving out his battle cry. In anger. Crying out in anger and using the energy to work towards a 10 of Pentacles and to close the cycle. This is double confirmation that this contract is closed, baby. This contract is closed. All right? Closed. And you're headed into 10 of Pentacles energy. Look, this is not easy stuff. This is not easy stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, we come to Earth to be in relationship. And these karmic cycles and these lessons are hard. They're very hard. All right? You're on, though. You're on to the next. You're on to the next. You're on to 2 of Cups, new soulmate connection, the transformation of the death cycle. You have all of these really cool feminine energy ancestors hanging out that apparently like to listen to the Grateful Dead because this is the deck that they had me choose today. All right? Protecting your energy, giving you that sweet love, that home cooking rainbow, sugar magnolia, sweet love. All right? Let's give some ancient symbols. I love it. Good energy, Star Child. That's too many. They just got really excited. Okay. Tell me more. Let me read some symbols. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Death again. Double confirmation. They're giving me 2 messages on this. For any of you that might still be questioning your intuition about closing this contract, the Death card appeared twice. Now, you have free will. You can go back and be a vulture, picking off the dead meat in the grave. Or you can take the fire and head towards your 10 of Pentacles. For those of you that know clearly, above all else, despite what your head and heart is telling you, that you want this transition, well, there you go. The Death card is here for you twice. you're about to catapult into the new friendship. I love that. There's new contracts coming in. There's new contracts coming in. People that we won't have to go through these karmic clearings with. Knowledge. Other people with sacred knowledge. I said something about sacred knowledge earlier in, oh, the Hero card. This Two of Cups contract that's coming towards you, it's someone who holds a lot of sacred knowledge. It could potentially be a some kind of past life connection too. But there's a reason why that came up more than once. I'm going to clarify that a little more with that Hero card and the sacred knowledge. And that was the card of the new moon. That was the card of the new moon. The resurrection energy is coming in this strawberry full moon. Resurrecting from this karmic clearing. And then it's on to the new star child. I'm gonna get a little more tea. Let's just get a little more tea on the Hero here with sacred knowledge, because that energy's kind of hot. Let's see what's up with that. Tell me about the Hero with the sacred knowledge. Look at that. 10 of Cups. Well, don't I just feel like a warm and fuzzy dancing bear right now? 3 of Swords in reverse, someone who has healed their heart. 5 of Wands in reverse, someone who does not take any ish from anyone. Knight of Wands, someone who is fiery. They got a lot of that sacred fire. Hermit, the Hermit. That's part of where that sacred knowledge comes from, okay? They've taken the time to be the sage. King of Swords lives in their truth, is honest. The Chariot is surrounded by so much spirit energy. Ooh, who is this star child? Who is this Emperor? He's looking at a Queen of Wands with the Justice card to end the reading, star child. Double confirmation on that sacred fire coming in. Double confirmation of these karmic clearings that things are balancing because you are willing to take the step. You're willing to sit in the pain. You're willing to use the anger to drive you towards your 10 of Pentacles. Doing things that are counterintuitive when you get in your head and heart. Willing to walk away from the bullshit even though it's going to sting for a moment, star child. Breaking karmic cycles, breaking ancestral curses. Mic drop. I'm so excited for you. If you want any services from me, my calendar link is down below, and I'll see you for next energy check-in, star child.